welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Courtney, and today I have another little mini grocery haul and a little bit of meal prep to share with you guys. Just like last week, I did run out for a couple of things. I did go check Market Street for some clearance. It was just a bust. There was no clearance there, so disappointed. But I had to go to Sam's Club. I had planned a trip there this week. I was trying to wait another couple of weeks, but over the weekend I realized I need to go. I had some stuff I needed to get. So I do have a Sam's Club haul to share with you guys, and then I started my meal prep yesterday, which was Sunday. I meal prepped for my husband's lunches for the whole week. I did that yesterday, so I'm going to share that with you guys, and then also I'm going to be doing my meal prep for myself for my lunches here just a little bit, so I'm going to share that with you guys too. Now, a little bit on meal prepping. I love meal prepping. If you're not doing it, I really suggest you get on the bandwagon. It is awesome. It's a time saver. And if you're looking to eat healthier, save a little money, not eat out as much, that kind of stuff, this is the way to go. So by meal prepping, I ensure that I have something I really like to eat that is ready to go. I can just simply heat it up in the microwave, or if it's like a salad or something, just pop it out and pour some salad dressing on it. It's quick and it's simple, and just having something ready on hand like that just keeps me from being so tempted to have junk from the freezer, you know, like a frozen pizza or a Hot Pocket or something, or to go eat out, anything like that. So meal prepping is definitely a lifesaver. I meal prepped what I'm going to call Kung Pao chicken for my husband's lunches this week. Sorry, I have a cat messing. Every week one of my animals is going to mess with this tripod. Right now it's this cat. Today she loves the tripod. So anyway, I meal prepped some Kung Pao chicken for my husband's lunches. It's really just chicken and vegetables and rice. I just used white rice, didn't do fried rice or anything like that, just plain white rice. Then for me, I had a bunch of extra chicken because I had a big pack. So I knew when I cooked his chicken, I would have a lot left over, and I did. So I'm going to make kind of like a lemon chicken grain bowl with a little bit of veggies in there because I have all that stuff. That's what I did pick up some capers today. That's what I picked them up for. They're going to go in that. I love, love, love capers. So that is the meal plan. I still have some fresh veggies that are sliced up and ready to be dipped. I may have to make some more ranch dressing though. I think we're pretty low. But other than that, I did slice up more vegetables over the weekend, so we are pretty good to go. But anyway, let's just kind of jump right into the grocery haul. I'm just going to say the prices today. Normally I pop them up on the screen, but today when I run through, there's not a whole ton of stuff, so I'm just going to tell you what the cost was. So if you're curious, I'll just be saying it today. And again, for those that wonder, I do live down in Texas if you're comparing prices. Then as soon as that's done, we will jump right into all my meal prep that I have going on. So let's get to it. Alright, so here is a little overview of my Sam's Club haul. Not much, but you know, everything's in bulk there, and really I only went in for one item, so of course, you know, I came out with all this other stuff. I also went to Market Street because I was out and about, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go check and see if they have any clearance stuff. They did not. I don't think I've ever gone in there and not seen anything on clearance. Usually there's stuff, it might not be what I want, but there's usually something. Today there was absolutely nothing. So while I was in there, I did stop and get 3 things. I got some capers. I need those for my meal prepping that I am about to share with you guys. I made my husband's meal prep stuff yesterday. I'm going to make mine today. So I needed these capers. These were $1.79. I lost my receipt, so I'm just going to kind of run over the prices of the stuff while I'm here. But these were $1.79. Tragedy struck. I dropped my olive oil bottle yesterday. Oh my gosh, like it crushed me. I wanted one of those Rachel Ray olive oil jug things for so long. And I finally ordered it like maybe 2 years ago. Love, love, love that thing. It's awesome. And yesterday when I was meal prepping, I dropped it. Oh my gosh. So I don't have anything to put my oil in, and I do buy my olive oil from Sam's Club, so it's huge. I don't want to just be pouring out of that gigantic jug. So while I was in Market Street, I did pick up this little squirt bottle. It was like $2, not bad at all. And then Jensen was with me, and he saw the watermelon, so we stopped and got that. And that is $2.99 for that little cup of watermelon. And that's it from Market Street. Everything else was from Sam's Club. Okay, so for the Sam's Club, we'll just start this way and work our way down. We'll do things a little different today. It'll be fun. All right, so I got these tissues. This is what I actually went into Sam's Club for. I opened my last box like yesterday or the day before. I hate to be without tissues, especially this time of year when like allergies are bad, it's cold and flu season, all that stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I had some more, so I ran in to get these. They are $11.99. I know normally I pop the prices up on the screen, but it's so few items, I'm just gonna kind of pop them out loud today. I think that's just going to be a little bit easier. But anyway, it is 12 boxes of tissues for $11.99. I think that's a fantastic deal. This is the way I like to buy them. Back here, I did go ahead and get some craisins. My husband loves these. He likes to take them for lunch and have them for snacks and stuff. This whole bag is $6.98. My son Jensen saw these while we were in the store. It's Reese's popcorn. Looks pretty good. So he wanted to give this a shot. This was $5.98. It's a huge bag though. It's 1 pound. 1 pound 4 ounces actually. So yeah, it's a lot of popcorn. I got the minced garlic. I really prefer to buy mine at Sam's Club, but either I have just bought another thing at Walmart or I don't need any the last few times I've gone. So I've just been picking it up at Walmart, but this time I was like, no. So I made sure I grabbed one. This whole thing is $3.98. I pay about the same price for a jar that's less than this. I mean, you don't get nearly as much garlic from Walmart, so this is a way, way better deal if you do like this minced garlic, which I do. Back here, I got this Laughing Cow cheese. I like to pick this up whenever they have it in stock at Sam's. I love this stuff. I mean, I absolutely just love it. This was $5.98 for it's 3 wheels, so it's 24 wedges. I did get these brownies. I've been wanting to get these for quite some time now. They're never in stock, but this time they were. They were on an end cap. I couldn't miss them, so I picked them up. They're the Hershey's Triple Chocolate Fudge Brownie Mix. It's equivalent to buying 4 boxes of brownie mix. This was $5.98, I believe. So I was really excited to finally get that. I do enjoy some brownies every now and then, even though I'm not a baker. These will be really tasty. I did pick up this bottle of Oliver wine. So I have seen a few other people haul this on their channels. They always say it's really good, especially if you like sweet wine, which is my preference. So I went ahead and I picked up a bottle because I really, really want to try it. This was $8.98, and it is Cherry Moscato. I grabbed a big bag of tilapia while I was in there. I used this before to make fish cakes, and I did share that video on my channel. We loved them. I tried it with salmon a couple weeks ago, and that was good too, but I think I actually like it better with tilapia, and it's more cost effective. So I went ahead and grabbed this. It's 3 pounds of tilapia, and this was $10.98. I picked up this Kinder's wood-fired garlic. Okay, I've been wanting to try this so much. They were sold out the last time I did a curbside order from Sam's Club. Today I was in the store, and I just happened across it and was like, oh yes! So I picked it up. This was $4.98. If you watch my channel, you know I use a lot of other Kinder seasonings. I really, really like their spice blends. So I'm so excited to taste this. It is just a smoky garlic, really. But it sounds so delicious. And then because my kids are with me, we did get these 2 books. Camden picked out the official Five Nights at Freddy's How to Draw book. He loves to draw. He's really into art. And my kids both kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's. This was $8.68, so not a bad deal. And then Jensen picked out Pokemon How to Draw the Deluxe Edition. He's really into Pokemon. In fact, we got a Pokemon game for Christmas, and I gotta say, I'm kind of into Pokemon now too. It's a lot of fun. But this book was $7.98. And that is all of the stuff that I hauled today. Most of it was from Sam's Club, just the 3 items from Market Street. But it got us out of the house for a little while. We had a good time. It was fun. I have not been in Sam's Club since like June. Everything I've done has been curbside there, so it was really nice to go in the store and check everything out. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and prep this chicken. So in my freezer, I had this big pack of chicken tenderloins. I cannot remember how many pounds it was, but it was a lot of chicken. I had picked it up sometime over the Christmas season at Walmart. One of the times I had to run in for one of those last minute things you keep realizing you're forgetting every single day for a week. You guys know how it goes. But anyway, every time I went in, I did check the clearance in the meat and the bread and all that kind of stuff. And I scored a few things. I got this pack of chicken. It was $3.96 for this huge pack of chicken tenderloins. And I think I also got 2 things of salmon and 2 things of shrimp. They were priced pretty well too. I tossed all of it in my deep freeze. I will cook it at a later date. But this chicken, I went ahead and thawed out over the weekend, and I got to work on it. Now, chicken tenderloins have that tendon that runs down them. And I've used this trick once or twice before. And guys, like, I see other people do it and it looks so easy and, you know, just such a streamlined process. And look at me struggle. Like, I cannot get that thing out to save my life. I was really diligent, and I worked on it for a long time, a really long time, and I worked on every one of them for a long time. But eventually I was able to, for the most part, pull out almost all of those little tendons. Anyway, it makes the chicken so much better if they're not in there, but I think there was like one or two I had to just kind of cut around it and try to get most of it out because it just was not coming. If you guys have any other suggestions, I am totally open to hearing them because as you can see, I am no expert in pulling those things out and I struggled. But anyway, once I got that done, I went ahead and just put some salt, pepper, and garlic powder on the chicken. So I'm using it for two different applications. One of them is Kung Pao chicken, and the other one is like kind of a lemon chicken over grains that I'm going to be making. So I didn't want to go too heavy with any real specific spices, so I just kept it simple: salt, pepper, garlic powder. And then I'm just going to put them in a skillet with a little bit of olive oil. And there is my olive oil bottle that, it died this particular day. I think I was about done with the chicken when I dropped it. I was going to set it down on the counter after I used it, and it just slipped out of my hand. And I thought it was fine, so like I set it back on the counter. I was like, oh good, I got lucky on that one. But a little while later, I went to go do something on the counter. I realized there was like a lake of olive oil because it had a hairline crack across the bottom and all of the oil was just coming out and getting everywhere. I was so disappointed. I loved that olive oil bottle, but I'm sure I will replace it. For now, I just got that squeeze bottle that I showed you guys in the grocery haul, and it works fine. It's very effective. It does a great job. But I do miss my Rachel Ray olive jug. But anyway, I put some oil in the pan. I threw the chicken in the skillet, and I'm just going to cook it until it gets like a little bit of color on both sides. I did have to do the chicken in 2 batches because I had so much of it. And they're tenderloins, so they don't take too long. I mean, it was just a few minutes on each side. I want to say like maybe 5 minutes on each side. So it was a pretty quick process. I did salt, pepper, and garlic powder that side of the chicken before I flipped it over, just so everybody had some nice seasoning on them. And that was really all I had to do with the chicken. It was real nice and easy. I do have another pot going on the stove that you can kind of see right there. I am just cooking some plain white rice. I'm sure Kung Pao chicken tastes amazing with fried rice, but it's a new year and my husband does like to try to eat healthier most of the time. So I was trying to kind of keep this a little on the healthy side. So I'm just doing the chicken over white rice with some vegetables and some sauce. So I just have that plain white rice going in that other pot back over there. Not much to it. But once the chicken was done cooking, I went ahead and tossed some veggies in that same pan just to go ahead and saute. I've got yellow squash, zucchini, and some of those mini sweet bell peppers. That's what I had in my fridge. Things I keep on hand, things we like to eat. So I just chopped up a few of those, threw them in there. And again, I'm just repeating the process of salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I'm going to be pouring a sauce on here, so I don't want to go overboard with the seasoning because I've already got, a big sauce that's going to bring a lot of flavor coming to the dish. I cooked these until they were, mostly done. It's Asian food. You like a little bite to it. Usually with stir fries and stuff, there's a bite to it. So I didn't get them completely cooked. There's still a little snap left to them. I went ahead and added the chicken back into the pan, which as you can see, I had chopped up. And then that is just a bottle of Panda Express Kung Pao chicken sauce. I was in my pantry the other day and I saw it and it expires in February. So I was like, well, we need to get this gone. So I went ahead and decided to make this dish because I could pour a whole bunch of it over the top. My son will probably eat a lot of it, just dipping some chicken in it or maybe pouring it over just some plain noodles or something. He loves that kind of stuff. So anyway, I let that simmer for just a few minutes and then I went ahead and started plating everything up. I put some plain white rice on the bottom and then I just poured a generous serving of the veggies, chicken, and sauce over the top. And that was it. My husband said these were so good. He really, really is enjoying them this week. And again, I tried to keep the calories down. I'm sure there's like a ton of sodium and probably like sugar and stuff in that sauce. I didn't look. But it's not nearly as bad as if we went and got takeout where there's a lot more oil involved, the chicken is fried, all that kind of stuff. This is a little bit on the lighter side. You're still getting a really filling lunch, lots of flavor, really delicious. For his lunches this week, I did not end up making him breakfast, just so you know. I just did some hard-boiled eggs because that's what he asked for. And I was already making some deviled eggs over the weekend anyway, so it just worked out to make those for him. I didn't show those, but for myself for the week, here is what I'm having. So I'm just doing smoothies. I had bought some berries that you guys all saw last week. I still have them. I popped them in the freezer at the end of that video because I realized I was eating all of them. I popped them in the freezer and then I actually ended up going back to buy some more because it just wasn't enough. But I'll just pull out a couple from the freezer and toss them in there with a banana. And then I'm just using that coconut almond milk because that's what I have. And then I use some of that PB2 powder. 2 tablespoons is 1 serving, so I just went and tossed about that much in there. And I just kind of whiz it up in my little smoothie thing. My husband got that for me for Christmas. I do like a good smoothie. I do smoothies pretty often. But I will just go ahead and whir this up, let it do its thing. And it's got a beautiful color to it. I love the consistency. I do like them a little bit on the thick side, but not, not too thick. If you feel like that's not sweet enough, I would totally suggest adding a little bit of honey. I try not to add straight sugar or anything like that, but I do put honey in my smoothies on occasion. So anyway, let's move on to my lunches for the week. I am making these grain bowls, and it's the same grain that I used last week. I just showed it to you this time. It's red quinoa and bulgur. I love this stuff. I don't know if you can buy it everywhere. I've only bought it at H-E-B, and that is an H-E-B brand. That Central Market brand, I think is what it's called. It's kind of like their upscale store brand. They make a ton of stuff, really nice stuff. So anyway, I just used the whole packet, which was just barely over a cup. I put that in my saucepan. Then I added in 3 cups of water per the package instructions. And then I added in some chicken base, about 3 teaspoons, because it's 1 teaspoon per cup of water. And I just let that do its thing. I let it boil and then simmer for a little bit. And when it was almost completely out of water, I went ahead, popped the lid on and set it to the side, and it'll be beautiful in a minute when I'm ready to use it. So now I'm going to move on to the veggie and chicken portion of my dish. I put a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of oil in this pan. I always do that just because I don't want my butter to burn. And then I tossed in some mushrooms. These are those baby Bella mushrooms, my personal favorite. No, I think regular portobellos would be my favorite. These are my second favorite, but they're like way cheaper than the big ones. Anyway, I sliced them really, really thick because I like them that way. You can slice them thinner or use any vegetable you want, really. I had these in my fridge and I just saw them and thought that's what I want today. So this is what I'm making. I'm going to saute those for just a few minutes with a little bit of salt and pepper. And then I added in about a tablespoon or so of flour. And I'm going to let that cook for just a little bit so it kind of cooks off that straight flour taste. It'll be much better this way. And then I'm using what I have on hand. So I have this bottle of white wine on hand. I don't particularly like to drink this type of white wine, so I only use it for cooking. So I'm kind of just throwing it in a lot of dishes right now just to kind of get it out, But if you don't have white wine or don't want to use white wine, chicken stock or water mixed with chicken base like I did earlier, any of that is fine. You could even do beef if you wanted to. You could use grape juice if you wanted to. It's really up to you. Just use like a cup and a half of liquid. Then I added in about a tablespoon of lemon juice, and then I put in probably like closer to 2 tablespoons of capers, because I'm going to be honest, I love those things. I mean, like I ate a couple raw as I was throwing them in. I love them. But anyway, I throw all that in and I let it start to simmer. And when it was, at a nice simmer, I went ahead and took my chicken, same chicken that I made my husband's lunches with, and I tossed it in there and let it simmer in that sauce for a little bit. This tasted amazing. So I'm just going to make my bowls. I'm doing those 3, and then I had the one that I ate for lunch that day. But I put the grains on the bottom, and then I just put the sauce on top. And that was that. They're in the fridge ready and waiting for me. It's a quick and easy lunch now. It kind of keeps me on track. It keeps me eating well. I'm not eating junk throughout the week. So I feel really good about this. And the flavor, my gosh, this was loaded with flavor. It was so amazing. I hope you guys will give it a try. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. All right, guys, so that is it for the grocery haul. That is it for the meal prepping. That's all I have today. Not as much as last week. I feel like I wasn't making as much food. Maybe it just didn't take as long. I don't know. Also, I wasn't making breakfast. That probably has something to do with it. Those breakfast burritos did take a chunk of time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sometimes do grocery things in the middle of the week depending on what I have going on. Today it was a Sam's Club thing because I just needed to go. I've been trying to put it off, but it just wasn't working. I was going to have to go, so I want to do a quick haul with you guys. I tried to do another clearance haul for Market Street, but I was out of luck today. That's okay. I'm sure I'll get myself some clearance gear really soon. But anyway, when I do these hauls, I'll try to post them for you guys. I think it's kind of fun to share any deals that I get and any meal prep stuff I have. I hope you guys like it too. Thank you to everybody for tuning in and watching this. I hope you guys are having an awesome week, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye.